a friend and a hilarious guy. Start clapping right now for Christopher Anthony.
For the record, sadly, I was dressed like this before I knew I'd be coming to a room full of children. So, just how it is. You have to wear bright colors and look approachable, otherwise call the police. That's a thing. So, if there are kids here, that means there are parents here, which is great because I have a set I haven't been able to do because everyone I know is smart enough not to breathe. Now, I can tell you this will be a clean set, but this does not mean that your children will not ask, what do those words mean? First and foremost, my friends, we're going to have a gender reveal party. They decided to wait until the kid turns 18. They live in Oregon, it's just like that now, you know? That's cool. So word of advice for new parents, always like, look, you know, the first year is going to be rough, so it makes a lot of sense if mom sleeps when the baby sleeps, right? When the baby sleeps, mom sleeps. Well, kids love to sleep in the car, and now my friend doesn't have a driver's license, so there's that. Speaking of babies sleeping, I've never understood the phrase, slept like a baby. Oh, how'd you sleep? I slept like a baby. So you woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, crying, covered in your own feces. That's good. It's an Airbnb, you're going to get charged for that, but it's good that that happened. Happy for you. My friend ended up having to hire pest control. She had some rodents in her house that made her children very, very upset. So she hired pest control, the whole thing came out. She's like, finally, my kids can go to the circus. It's incredible. Look at this. The stripes are great. They pass out, but they always do that whenever I bring them anywhere. Thank you. All right. I imagine, you know, it's for guys especially, it's probably difficult dating a woman with kids because she's so tired, you know, she doesn't really have energy for intimacy and doesn't have a lot of money. And plus, you know, it's really difficult when like the kid doesn't connect with you. The worst is when it's also your kid, you know what I mean? Like so stressful, ridiculous, my goodness. But yeah, a lot of my friends, they're trying to stay away from the whole idea of parenting. One of my friends is exceptionally beautiful. So I told her, look, this is New Orleans. Do you have a taser with you? Because you could get murdered or worse, pregnant. You know what I mean? Shock them where it hurts. All right. Women have different preferences when it comes to birth control. You know, some put a booby trap way up there. Others put like Depo-Provera, which is basically anti-zombie fluid. Some women carry around like a guidance counselor amount of condoms in their purse. Like so much of like their cell phones in their hand the whole time. Like, why don't you just put that in your purse? It's full of condoms. My friend's preferred form of birth control is to show pictures of her 7 cats. It's 100% effective because she never gets undressed. No invitations. Okay. That's fine. My friend Henry, he's a new dad, and I was at his house, one of his friends came over, and she just kept complaining. He has a 6-month-old baby. She just kept complaining. Why is the baby crying? Why is the baby always crying? I chimed in and I said, well, for the same reason you're a waitress. It's the only thing the baby knows how to do. So, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Oh, did that hurt? Sorry. Change your diaper, man up. All right. Crazy. My friend, he's a preemie. He was born actually 2 months premature. That's not the ironic part. The ironic part is that he's obsessed with eating cookie dough. I mean, he's just so impatient, like his mom. All right, that's a smart joke. We're moving along. You know, and he loves to say, oh, I was born ready. But, you know, he wasn't. I'm obsessed with balance, like not just a balanced breakfast or a balance. I'm so obsessed with balance, I'll only go to a baby shower if it's the same weekend as a funeral. You know what I mean? It's just like, I treat life like a giant pool. I'm not comfortable getting in until I see someone getting out, you know? And much like a baby shower, everybody just goes in there to pee. You know what I mean? Everyone just goes in there to pee. But, I mean, the similarities are actually profound, right? Because at a funeral, everyone looks down at this one person that's going to disrupt their social life. And then like a sippancy or a baby shower, everyone looks down at this one person who's going to disrupt their entire social. Okay. A lot of kids, it's very customary for so many kids to be raised by their grandparents, which is, I think, is great. It's great to have that generational bond. And grandparents are great with kids. I imagine the only thing they have trouble with is breastfeeding, you know? Some kids do prefer powdered milk, so there's always that. That's all I got! That's good, Grandma. Oh. Disney, I mean, insanely popular, right? Plan a trip out to Disney or Universal if you're, from the West Bank and you got that kind of money. But usually, you splurge. Families get together, they plan a big trip to Disney. And I imagine the most stressful part of planning that is finding a babysitter. Parents need to enjoy themselves. I don't know if can I get a round of applause or some kind of noise from people who've been to Disney recently? Okay, we are on the West Bank. Good, all right. All right, there's that one. So here's the thing, okay. So at Disney, they actually have this whole trade-a-kid thing. What it is like, there's this little holding cell, and like, I want to go on a ride, so like, I watch your kid, right? Here's how it works, okay? You watch their kid while they go on a ride, and they watch your kid while you go back to the hotel. What? I didn't do that, no, seriously. It's called Kid Swap, it's a real thing, look it up. Again, my friend Henry, he has an older child, 6-year-old. People say kids are a lot like pets. And that's true. When someone's pet bites someone, you put them to sleep. His kid bit someone, he got put to sleep. Except he woke up shortly afterward. I'll make eye contact with you as long as you can handle it. I'll sing Gabby's Dollhouse theme song all day. Hey Gabby, what's the big surprise? Okay, that's a good show. My friend Henry, his kid, ended up peeing on the couch, but in his defense, kid been drinking all day. Just can't hold it. Cool. It's crazy. I don't know if there's a big circumcision crowd here. What's circumcision? Told you there were words you had to explain afterward. It's crazy, because even after the copay, he had to pay $100, and that was just the tip, Kind of just explained it for you. It's weird, right? Growing up, like you shower with your kid. He's got a son. You grow up showering with your kid. Like at a certain point, you can't do that, right? Because he's going to look at what he has. He's going to look at what he has, and then he's going to ask his dad why is the little kid's one so much bigger. You know what I mean? It's just like, how did that happen? I came from you. What's going on? And finally, I do remember the last time I saw my dad. We were playing peekaboo. He's a really fast runner. So fast. Mom? You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christopher Anthony. This is